So let's talk a little bit about how to use a public chess engine cloud engine. And the point of this is that you're using engines that other people have offered, usually on very powerful machines, and you're accessing their engines using this chess engine cloud. So you're not using any of the processor power yourself, but you're doing it over the internet, over the chess engine cloud. Now, there's two different ways you can do this. If it's the list of publicly offered engines are available here. You can see mine that's private only is there, but the other one I've offered it, which is public, is here, and all these other engines are offered public. You can see there's a few different things here. The name of the engine is on the left here. So you've got some Houdinis, Stockfishers, more Houdinis, Deep Fritz 13. And even one called Ivanhoe, not one I've heard of. You get a little bit more information. You get the provider here. So as you see, my two engines are down here, offered on different computers to the one that I'm doing this video on. And the playchess login name of all the other providers. Experience, that's if you've been on there a while, you get more experience, just a server offered thing to show how long they've been using this process. This also gives you an idea how good their internet connection is. The lighter green ones are even better, and if it goes yellow or red then you don't really want to use it. This is interesting actually. It tells you what kind of machine it's actually using, and you'll see from mine are probably some of the weakest machines on here. I've got my very old laptop here, the old about 12-year-old laptop. This one's about a 2 or 3-year-old laptop, which is a Core 2 Duo. Not too bad, but if you look at some of these, they're fantastic machines. Really, really powerful computers here, and that's the point of this. You're not spending thousands of pounds on really powerful computers, but you can access their analysis. It's a very good idea. Where the actual providers come from, so if we sort by me, you can see I've got those, the Great Britain ones, lots of Germany and other places like that. Here's a nice little feature. You can get an idea of how powerful those computers are. First of all, it tells you what name, what kind of computer, what kind of machine they're using. You can also see what speed, the clock speed of the particular processor. So generally speaking, of course, the higher speed the better. Again, mine's quite down towards the bottom. This is another one, threads plus hash. It's the more threads and the higher the hash, I suppose generally speaking it's going to be a better quality analysis. But I mean, there's always different things you need to factor in here. So really this one here, this Core i7, 3.72 gigahertz, 7 threads, it's going to be a very, very fast machine indeed, and much, much stronger analysis than either of my two machines that are offered here. You get to see just how many clusters, how many cores are offered. So even my Core 2 Duo, obviously it's offering only 2 cores, 2 out of the 2, whereas some of the machines here you can see offering 6 core machines. Very powerful indeed. That's the sort of nodes per second or positions per second you're going to look at in millions of nodes. Quite often you'll see when you're doing your own engine analysis, the figure will be in kilonodes, so thousands of nodes, but then you might get 1,000 kilonodes, which is one, I suppose you'd call it a mega node, wouldn't you? A mega node per second. So this also gives you an idea of just how much processing power, and perhaps the best idea of how strong the machine is, because you can see here Houdini 2.0C Pro, very, very strong indeed. If I run this on my own computer just at home, this one here that I'm using, I'd probably get 2 meganodes per second. Well, here you're getting 16.5 meganodes per second, so well over 8 times faster than my own computer. So that's going to be really powerful, really quick analysis. Likes, you can actually like an engine. One of mine got a like last night. Although it's not showing up, but yeah, so if people like the engine, it's a bit similar to the Experience server-based features, and we'll talk a little bit about these rates in another video. But basically, actually, how you want to do that, it's look at these dots on the left. If it's a green dot on the left, you can just double-click to start using it. And there's lots of different features of pricing, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but you might also get some free engines, so let's have a look at those right now, just to show you the process. You can see 2 of them are actually provided by me. I want to use a different engine, So here's a very powerful one offered for free. That one's in use, so I'll use this one. All you need to do, double click, and you get to bid on how much you want to use. Going back to that ducat system again, the server currency, but we know this one's free. And the point is, there's two different rates you can use. The current rate, the free version, that means you can, in this instance, I'll be able to use the engine for free. The reliable rate is 0.3 of a ducat per minute, and that means that nobody will be able to outbid me. If I'm using it for free, someone else could come along and offer to pay, and they'd take that engine off me. But for now, I just want to click OK. I'm just showing you the process. That's loaded up now. You can see that window. The engine is reserved for you. Please load it now in the board window. So if I open up my board window, you can see I'm using that Houdini engine. I'm just going to close down the Let's Check window. And already it's you can see I'm analysing on 4 CPUs, and as I said, a Houdini on my computer will run at about 2,000 kilonodes per second. So already I'm using a fast computer, and I can jump to any position I like. Let's jump to one of those, a nice position. Obviously here we are. This was just before the sort of decisive mistake in the rapid game that meant that Anand retained his world title, and Houdini is analysing away over 4,500 kilonodes per second, or 4.673 meganodes per second, analysing away, analysing for free. And if we just have a look at my processing power, obviously it'll be using some to record the video. You can see, if I was doing the engine myself, the CPU usage would be up to 100% using all my CPU usage. But because all I'm doing at the moment is recording video, so it's using a lot of power on one of my cores. So I'm using about 25%, but I've got this fantastically fast engine analysing away, and you can see as you move forward to Rook F5, the engine analysis goes with it, and you can see that the evaluation moves very quickly in White's favour, which of course, as I say, was the decisive mistake in that game, and cost Boris Gelfand his shot at the World Championships. But the point is, it's very simple to use a public engine. Obviously, some of the other engines, if I just close that down, you may have to actually pay for. Some of these, but you're going to be using chess ducats. And you can check how many you've got by looking at that there. That shows how many I've got. I've got 4.98 ducats in my account. If you want to buy more, click that Get Ducats Now. It'll open up the Chessbase website, and you can buy them at a rate of 10 ducats to €1. So you can see here 500 ducats for €50. So that's how to use a public cloud engine on Chessbase's Chess Cloud Engine service.